What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. This is your weekend motivational video for your day and for the rest of your weekend. The weekend is officially here, you guys. Transformers is out. It's going to be a hot weekend. I'm just glad that the weekend is here, you guys. I went to go see Transformers 2 days ago, and my review is up, so please go and check that out. But if any of you are going to see the movie this weekend, please come back and let me know what you guys think. But yeah, go check out my review for it. Other than that, you guys, nothing new. I'm gonna try to get some gaming in tonight. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, you guys, I'm so happy that the weekend is here. I had an appointment today, and I had a few checkups with my knee and stuff, and we'll see what happens. It seems like it's not a tear, but it's some inflammation, so hopefully my knee will get better. I'm so mad because I haven't really been able to like go hard at the gym the way that I normally do. There's certain things that I just can't do because of my knee, and it has affected my progress, I noticed, a little bit. It's not discouraging, but it kind of bums me out because I know that I was, I was getting somewhere. I started to notice it, and then it just stalled. So anyway, don't get old, y'all. Well, not that I'm old, whatever. But anyway, you guys, it is also Men's Mental Health Month. Okay, I talk to you guys a lot about mental health. I talk to you guys a lot about how important it is for you guys to maintain a healthy mindset. But I feel like, first of all, I feel like the mental health thing is just not talked about enough. I also, in my personal opinion, I feel like a lot of women talk about it and not a lot of men. And I feel like there are statistics out there that there's like 70-something% of men who actually self-delete. And that is a sad statistic. And society puts so much pressure on men. Now, I'm a woman and I have no idea what it is to be a man, but society has made it so hard for men to be vulnerable and talk about how they're feeling and be okay with not being okay, because I believe that they hold a lot on their shoulders. They carry a lot. They are the ones who are the supporters, and they're the head of household, and they are the protector and the provider of the family. And when you're married, you become the head as a man, and you are to cover your family, your wife, your children. And that is a lot of pressure for a man. Some men don't feel that pressure too much, but there are some who do feel it. And a lot of the times, because of the pressure that is put on men to be so strong, and any sign of anything less is weak, is not okay in my book. Because just like women go through anxiety, women go through depression, women go through mental health issues, so do men. Men get depressed. Men feel unappreciated. There are times where men don't feel like anyone cares. Men go through depression. Men go through periods where they feel alone. Men go through a lot, just like anyone else. And I feel like because like men are afraid, or maybe not afraid, but the comfort of being able to talk and say, hey, you know what? I don't feel like being strong today. I am so strong all the time. I can't. I feel weak. And they say can't shouldn't be in a man's vocabulary. I don't think can't should be in anybody. I believe that can't shouldn't be in anybody's vocabulary. But when you feel depleted, when you feel mentally tired, it's okay to say, hey, you know what? I don't have it in me today. Or whether you have a significant other, a wife, girlfriend, best friends, whatever the case may be, Let them know, like, look, I'm not okay. I'm not okay today. Today I feel alone. Today I feel like I'm not being heard. Today I feel like I'm not being appreciated. I say this because I know that there are guys who don't like talking about how they feel. They don't like, they just want to busy themselves, or they just want to say, hey, but you know what? That's what I'm supposed to do. Just be strong. That's what I'm supposed to do. And no, you're supposed to be strong, but you're supposed to be okay as well. And if you're not okay, that's okay too. And, I want all of us, to begin to think about the men in our lives and begin to form a safe space for them to express themselves without looking at them as weak, or, oh man, like, you feeling like that, yo, that's a sign of weakness, or, oh, you feeling like you alone, man, you ain't never alone. Like, don't be so passive when a man begins to tell you how he feels, because I think that that's one of the problems that some men may have in relationships, is that they're looked at to be so strong that it's almost like over time people don't take it seriously when men go through stuff like mentally. So when you hear somebody, a man, say, you know what, I just don't have it in me today, let them know that it's okay. Don't worry about it. Get some rest. And sometimes rest doesn't mean physical rest. Men need to rest mentally too, because they are so driven and so, mentally driven to feel like they are always supposed to be strong. They are always supposed to come through, and that if they can't come through or they don't come through, they have failed. That is not the case. That is not the case. And I can't stand seeing, men, walking around with a smile on their face and internally they're suffering and they have nobody to talk to because people don't take them seriously, or people think that, one time that you may have said, you know what, I'm not feeling too great, like I'm just feeling real, just not here, like that is a sign that you need to rest. You're going on like empty right now. And this month and every month, not just this month, and I said this with Mental Health Awareness Month, let this not be the only month that we bring awareness to men's mental health. Because some men may be like, hey, you know what, I just brush it off and keep it moving. You can do that, and that's fine, but that doesn't mean that whatever you're feeling or whatever you're going through is going to go too. That's going to carry with you until you deal with it. And it's okay to deal with it. Don't stay there. But it's okay for you to sit there with yourself and say, you know what, I am not okay. It's okay to not be okay. And I want you guys to understand, you cannot pour from an empty cup. And I feel like there is so much pressure on men to just keep going in spite of feeling empty, in spite of being empty, in spite of feeling like they don't have the energy, and they can't keep going. They go anyway. And it's admirable, but at the same time, you've got to think to yourself, okay, well, if you're not okay and you're not 100%, if you are not 100%, how are you giving 100% to something or someone else if you don't even have that much for yourself? You can't give what you don't have. So make sure, especially to the men out there, I know I have a lot of male following. A lot of you guys are young men in your 20s, 30s, and maybe up in your 40s, and older. But it's okay to not be okay. And I mean that wholeheartedly. Like, this month, I want all of you guys, men and women, if you know men around you, family members, friends, co-workers, if you see that they look like they may not be having a bad day, and then they may not be having a good day, or if you see that they're frustrated, not so much angry, but like they're flustered, they just seem like they're not themselves, or sit around and ask them, hey, how are you doing today? Are you all right? Is there anything that you want to sit and talk about? It's okay. This is a safe space. Give men this month and every month safe spaces for them to really be okay with talking about their feelings and talking about themselves. And I don't like the thought of, oh, you know, if a man is vulnerable, it's weakness or whatever. No, it's not. And that's the reason why a lot of men don't talk about their feelings, is because they're afraid to look weak. And that's why they carry these burdens around. That's why they carry this anxiety and this depression and these mental health illnesses that nobody knows about. And they walk around with a smile on their face and they're laughing all the time, but they're suffering inside because they don't have a safe space to let that out. I want you guys to, if you have anybody around you, if you know of anybody who is dealing with any type of stress or any anxiety or any depression or anything like that, give them a safe space to be okay with not being okay. Say, hey, you know what? If you're not feeling okay, if you don't, you know, it's okay to take a mental health day. Call out of work. Yeah, I said it. Call out of work. If there is a such thing as a mental health day. Sometimes you just need to call out and sit home and do nothing because you need your time. You need your space. You need to refuel. I've learned that so long ago, and since then I have never been afraid to call out. I don't care what you tell me. And I have had people and managers who have said to me, well, what are we supposed to do? I don't know, but what am I supposed to do if I'm not okay? Are you going to take care of me? If something happens to me, are you going to be there, or are you going to be looking for the next person to fill my spot? So it's okay to take a mental health day. It's okay to go hang out with your boys for the day. Hopefully you've got an understanding significant other, wife, girlfriend, friends, whatever the case may be. And it doesn't mean that you don't want to be a great boyfriend or husband. It doesn't mean that you're a bad father. It means that it's okay to take time for yourself so you can regroup, so you can clear your mind, so then you can give your family and your careers and your goals and your hobbies 100% of yourself. All right, so let's keep that in mind this month as we continue on with the month and the rest of the year. Think of someone in your life, whether it's grandpa, grandma, dad, uncle, brothers, cousins, best friends, your boys, whatever the case may be. Be okay with having these kind of conversations. Bring in a safe place where maybe you want to form a small group and meet up once a week just to sit there and just to talk to each other about what you guys are going through. You know, a lot of the time it's because guys aren't comfortable because they don't have anyone around them to make them feel comfortable enough to talk about what they're dealing with inside. You know what I mean? And that's not okay. That's not okay. So to not only men but everyone out there, it is okay to not be okay. It's okay to talk about it. Just make sure that you are creating a safe space for everyone around you to be okay with talking about how they feel and making sure that they don't feel that it's a sign of weakness, but in turn it's a sign of strength because you are releasing all of this negative energy, all of this baggage that you have been carrying. You are releasing it, and now you can go on your journey a lot lighter mentally, emotionally. You learn more about yourself. There are resources out there. There are groups out there. If you're into church, I'm sure there are a lot of churches who do these men groups, who, you know, where men come together and just be themselves and to really dig deep and talk about issues that they may be going through that their loved ones don't know about. It's important to shed light on this. And I thought today would be, you know, a great day to, you know, talk about it. It is Friday. It is the weekend. Give yourselves a break. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy some time. Even if it's just sitting on your couch watching a good game. Whatever it is that you need to do to unwind, do it. It's okay. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys are up to and if you have any plans this weekend. Also, to those of you who were affected by all of the smoke, I don't know about you, but out here in Jersey, it's a lot better. The air quality is a lot better. So I hope you guys are doing well also. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!